Wanted to give a very quick overview of the media, the social media, and internet sites that are available for our church. If you open up a browser on your computer, uh, you can go to wheelersburgchurch.com. So, wheelersburgchurch.com. And you'll see this big old page, and we have a kind of a logo trying to use the concepts of marketing and branding to draw attention. But what you'll find there is we're not going to be able to show you everything. There's actually a lot here. But first, we'll just mention there are these two icons down the middle. Look, Facebook and YouTube. We are also on Facebook and YouTube, not just a website. And so if you click that, it will actually launch a new browser window. Notice up there at the top left, you got two tabs, and this would be another whole video in itself. But there's a Facebook page, and then every sermon we record and things on YouTube. We also have a YouTube channel, and all of our sermons get put out here and things of that nature. And you can go check out sermons there, or even better yet, tell neighbors and friends or send them links to some of our sermons and things. But back on the website, which is our main concern today, front page, time of services, some nice rotating graphics, and just some main news for mainly people in the community or visiting our page. Recent sermon links pop up and things, and try to put a few fancy video links just to make it a little prettier. But up here, everybody, not just members, can see about us, and try to use the word our a lot here, make it very personal. And we'll just click one. And again, on your own time, you can check these out. But a lot of simple gospel principles and just introduction and things, trying to get people to check us out. And then I have one called The Gospel. And we have articles, and if anybody as a member is interested in writing, we can coordinate with you. You can send it to us, or we can give you permissions to post it yourself. But this gospel has links to all of our sermons, a page that people can click. Matter of fact, we'll go ahead and click here on this. Let me click here. A little sluggish sometimes, but there's links to play the video and things of that nature. But we even have playlists that I link to a few topics. If you have ideas of what might be a good series of lessons or videos, we've got a few on baptism, a few on the kingdom, the Sabbath. Let's click baptism just to show you. It goes to YouTube and has a set list of sermons focused on that topic. Resources, there's some charts and graphs. If you've got good material, you think, boy, that's nice to people to see it, get it to us, or we can work it out again where you can upload it yourself. But just a bunch of little charts and things that I believe are useful that we can put out there. And there's contact us and stuff. But the main reason we wanted to show this today was, let me log out here real quick. There is a member menu, and if you've not become a member yet, or created your account, I should say, we can register. And so that would be your first step to seeing some special things that we as members can get to. And you, of course, would put your name and email address and confirming it and phone number. And if you want to tell us your birthday, you don't have to tell us the year. And if you want a desired username like Bob, Fred, or Sam, password, and you have to click down here that you're not a robot, but you'll be able to register. And we will quickly approve that, and you'll be able to come back and log in. Notice that up there, members log in. And so once your account's made as a member, let me try to remember my password here. You're able to see a lot of things that only the members with logins can get to. And notice to the right here, we have the dashboard, which is what you're seeing. It pops the news up that we're trying to put out every week. and it will have attendance things if we enter them, and it tells you directory updates. We have a directory here online, and gives you updates and things. But the member news is simply news that we're posting, almost like announcements that show. The directory is one of the nicest features. If you're out and about, can hit a website, you can find people's phone numbers and things of that nature. Like there's job assignments is very nice, and who's leading singing, who's going to say the prayer, and you can go in here and see and things of that nature. And there's also the email list where you will be emailed when you have jobs and reminders that the system can send you. We can keep attendance if we enter it, and it's kind of nice, to track what's happening here. There's a calendar, member map, which uses Google and shows you where people live. There's a message center if you don't have people's emails, but with the directory you can get them. There's all kind of features about how you can email a particular person or group of people. And this is a nice feature I hope we start using more. Visitor tracker. It shows us what visitors, and we can start assigning people to contact these visitors and things of that nature. And finally, there's my account settings, which you can actually update some things about yourself and keep your information up to date. Here, wanted to show you something else. If you notice at the bottom right there on our website, see how it says it's powered by Congregate. Powered by Congregate. You can remember that word. And there's also a not a web app, a phone app, a mobile app that this thing makes. So we're going to switch to our phone and take a peek at what you can do on your phone. And of course, you would want to go to like an app store. And this thing we're using is called Congregate. Congregate. And you should be able to find that app, and then whatever phone you're using, download it. And once you have it, you should be able to get an icon to start it up. And what's neat is all those features on that website are right there in your hand. Show you your assignments and the news and things of that nature, attendance. And notice there's a directory down there. We click the directory and you're out and about. You can even find somebody, click right on their phone number and call them. So very nice feature. The news and events is there. The assignments that you have and others are there to quickly look at. And that attendance on the more option there to the right, all kind of the attendance things and visitor assignments. You can enter news and things even from the phone, I'm confident. So just keep that in mind, that you can use the phone as well, and it's very handy. So just a little wrap up here back on the website. Notice in your My Account settings again, we've looked at that already, in Members, My Account settings, there was a tab for communication where you can set it to send you reminders like email and things of jobs you have and things of that nature. Look here, weekly summary email. You can subscribe to that. Daily announcements, which that's another feature we're not using as intended. We're doing news, and we might start sending announcements that way. But you probably want to subscribe to some of these things if you have jobs, or if you just want to see the weekly email. Let me show you some of that. Like if I go to my mail, I had one here, looks something like this, just saying you have a job, you got announcements on Sunday. And then I dug up a weekly recap. This is what that looks like. If you subscribe to that, you'll get a recap, the sermon that we had, the news. I've been trying to put a verse out there, and who's got jobs. And then at the bottom it has visitor information, which we won't scroll down and show those names. But this was an extremely quick overview. I hope it was beneficial, and if you have questions, you can email me or see you at church, and we'll try to help you figure out what you need to know.